Welcome to Dr.MaryOz's Radical Change Now radio program. Today you will learn how to combine healing and the law of attraction to better your own life in mere weeks. Join us on our journey, which starts right now. Here's your host, Dr. Mary Oz.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's great to be here at the Radical Change Now show. I'm super excited about today's show because it's all about empowering families and children with the law of attraction. So we are ending our 4-part series on the law of attraction this week. So I will do a quick review and we will share some new insights. We're going to have a coaching moment together. And then we're going to invite Coach Samm back to discuss her Law of Attraction coaching program that's for both kids and families. But what I wanted to talk to you about today in the beginning of the show was universal laws, which are also called spiritual laws. And I thought it was important to mention to you guys that the universal laws, the spiritual laws, are like an instructional guide. But it's an instructional guide to life. And it makes the difference between whether we get to create a life that we want or what we call a life by default. And it reminds me of when I counsel kids in my practice, my counseling practice. I often play games with them, and sometimes they've heard of the game. You know, maybe we're playing Othello or Connect Four or a particular card game, or sometimes they've never played this particular game. So it becomes my responsibility to not only teach them the rules, but to let them know what the objectives are. And I feel like that's what the universals do as well. The universal laws are here to tell us what our objective in life is. You know, it's to help us become happy, to help us become healthy, fulfilled, and to feel free. Now, through the course of this program for the last 4 shows, we've been talking about the 4 must laws. And I wanted to make sure that I was clear with you that here at the Radical Change Coaching Academy, we specifically focus on the 4 must laws because we believe that if you learn those laws first, the other laws are much easier to apply to your life. But I wanted to let you know that other coaches and mentors, they have other programs, like Christy Whitman teaches the 7 essential laws. So where we talk about the law of attraction, the law of deliberate intent, the law of allowing, she would add to also the law of detachment, she would add the law of sufficiency and abundance, and the law of pure potentiality. And then there's another really popular law called the law of polarity, which is always helpful to understand. And then, of course, there are even other coaches and mentors in the world, and they call the laws the 12 universal laws. So we didn't want you to think that it's just the 4 must laws. We believe the 4 must laws are where you start, but there's lots of laws that you'll want to learn about. So some of the other laws that exist are the law of oneness, the law of vibration, the law of resistance, the law of love, and of course, the laws of cause and effect. So we wanted you to know that there's more laws than we've actually gone over in these past 4 weeks. And the truth is, there's so much more for us to learn and understand if we're able to really be open and go down this journey of understanding universal laws, spiritual laws, as an instructional guide for us. And why is it important? Why is it important for us to learn these different laws? Because it's really a big part of manifesting. It's a big part of how we teach others to get more of what they want in life. In fact, we also talk about how you can be, do, and have anything. So one of my goals for you today is I want you to really think about what things do you want? What do you want the law of attraction and these other universal laws to help you with? Is there something you want to have? Is there a thing that you want? A new car, a new job, a new dream house, take a particular vacation or something. But perhaps even more important than having things is there anything you want to be? Like, who do you really want to be? Are there parts of your life and yourself that you're not happy with? Do you think that there's a bigger, better self in there for you? Or have you had dreams of accomplishing something that you haven't accomplished yet so far? So when it comes to these laws, it's really about not just things, but it's also about being and doing. You know, Christy Whitman, she was on our 2nd week of Law of Attraction, and I think the language she would use is, you can have it all, right? And she would talk about raising your having level. But I wanted to go over some common blocks that people run into when it comes to using the universal laws. And what I'd like you to do is I'm going through these blocks. I want you to identify where do you sometimes get stuck and what areas do you need to have a breakthrough in. So one of the ones I've already mentioned is a very common block to getting the law of attraction to work, or any of the laws, is not really having enough information or knowledge about the particular law. Not really understanding how the laws are intertwined. So if that's you, I want you to grab some pen and paper. Maybe you could write down what the different blocks are, and then put a number on a scale of 1 to 10. Right? Do you have enough information for the universal laws that you're trying to get to work in your life? 10, yes, you have enough information. 5, you could use some more. 1, you don't have enough information at all. Another common block is just having trouble believing, right? Believing that these laws are real. Believing that these laws will work for you. We often talk about the law of attraction and how it's here to support us. Are you able to believe in that the law of attraction supports you, that the universe supports you in being, doing, and having anything you want? Sometimes this is the one I find the most. People just have trouble manifesting, right? People, they get stuck with understanding it, or they have questions they don't get answered, or they tried manifesting something or being something or doing something and it didn't work. So they get stuck and they start to doubt and they go to negative energy. Or they're not really sure of what alignment is. Right? On other shows, another part of our recap today is we spent a few times talking about how important it is to align not only your thoughts and your feelings, but you must align your thoughts, feelings, and your beliefs that come from your gut. Sometimes people get stuck with, they just have a fear of trying, right? They never really quite get started. They think about the law of attraction, they wonder if it would work for them, but they never actually take the leap. And they never get started. And one reason they don't get started is they're fearful that if they get started and they get something good, they might actually lose it. And the whole concept of losing something that they wanted is enough to keep them paralyzed that they never get started. Another common block that we see is sometimes people approach the universal laws from a place of negativity, right? Just like a negative attitude. And we talked about this as well. It works for others, but it won't work for me, or it doesn't really work, or that's a coincidence. So just when you approach all of these universal laws from a place of negativity, it doesn't quite work. And then worse than coming from a place of negativity is a place of desperation. So the laws of attraction do not respond to our alignment when we're coming from a desperation because you're filled with negative energy. And whatever you're filled with, like attracts like, and you will actually not attract what you're looking for. Another common block is just giving up too soon, right? And this is true in life and goals too. Sometimes people work towards something, they learn, they try, they apply, and they're just around the corner of the success that they want, and they just give up because they feel like it didn't come at the right time, or it didn't come to them the way they wanted it to come to them. And another part of giving up too soon is sometimes people want to push through the universal laws, right? And that really doesn't work. So it's all really about learning how to let go. It's not about pushing through. It's about letting go. It's about allowing versus resistance. We talked about that in one of our weeks as well. And then the other area we see where people struggle the most is when they're not held accountable, right? It's nice to have a helping hand. It's nice to have someone who's experiencing what you're experiencing and be able to lean on them. Or, we just had this experience happening last week. We had a one-day event, and on the one part of the event we have on the stage, a couple of women share their success stories. And there was a particular woman, Candy, shared from the stage that at one point in our group, she was really frustrated because someone else in our group, Penny, was really doing well and things were coming together for her. And instead of getting mad and angry at Penny, Candy really said to herself, well, if Penny could do that, I could do that. And if this is working for Penny, it will work for me. So she didn't push, she didn't try to force, but she allowed herself to see how someone else who was being held accountable was getting the results that she wanted, and she leaned into that in a positive way. So these are some of the areas where people often have blocks when it comes to really getting the universal laws to work for you. So what I want you to do right now is, hopefully you put a number next to all of them, right? I want you to identify which of these blocks are catching up with you. So take a moment to look at which numbers of yours are the highest. Those are the areas that you're going to want to focus on. And we, of course, here at Radical Change Coaching Academy and Radical Change Now show hope that you will reach out for help. So I'd like to have a final coaching moment with you regarding Law of Attraction, because this is our last Law of Attraction session. And again, you're going to want to grab some pen and paper if you haven't done that. And I want to go over with you what I often do with some of my clients when I first meet them, is I help them create some new understanding, right? If you create 2 new understandings, 2 new beliefs, and 2 new actions, and you set up a plan to apply them to your life, and this could be towards the law of attraction, or it could be towards any one of the universal laws, because I know our audience is probably at different places. Some people are very familiar with the law of attraction, some people are new to it. So you can pick any one of the particular universal laws and see if you could apply these new beliefs, new understandings, and new actions. So here's the first one. Am I willing to be open to a new understanding that there's always more going on than I see, know, and understand? So I'm going to repeat that for you. Am I willing to be open to a new understanding that there's always more going on than I see, know, and understand? And I want you to go back to all the different universal laws that I mentioned, right? I don't know anyone who's mastered all of them or who truly understands every part of every one of them. And just in life in general, we feel better when we have control. But what if it's true that there's more going on than we actually really understand? And if we could own that, that will begin to change things for us. Second new understanding, even though ultimate control may make me feel better, that's true for some people, it's true for a lot of people, it's not humanly possible because we're really not in control. So I'm going to repeat that. Even though ultimate control may make me or us feel better, it's not really humanly possible to have ultimate control because we're really not in control. And, as I read that statement to you guys, I'm thinking of all the hurricanes that we've had, right? All the disasters, the fires in California, what happened in Vegas, right? We like to feel always safe and in control, but we just don't. We're just not always in that place that we would like to be. So those are your first 2 new understandings. And then we always move from being open to a new understanding to new beliefs. And the new belief is, I'm responsible for everything that is showing up in my life, both the positive and the negative, both the wanted and the unwanted. So for some of us, that's an old belief, but for some of us, that would be a brand new belief. I'm responsible for everything that is showing up in my life, both the positive and the negative, both the wanted and the unwanted. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is another new belief, and I actually call this the secret sauce. It's better to accept the presence, Presence. It's better to accept the presence, what is, love what I want, and know it's okay to want it, and be one with my desire while feeling good about having it. So I know that's a lot, but if I could get you to wrap your head and your mind and your heart around this belief and your gut, this would make a big difference. So I'll read that one more time. It's better to accept the presence, what actually is, love what I want, and know it's okay to want it, and be one with my desire while feeling good about already having it. So now we're going to go on to 2 actions. The new action number 1 is, be grateful for everything, big, small, and every desire you have. So it's really getting clear that it's okay to have desires. And if you appreciate your desire, the law of attraction and all the other universal laws kick in quicker. So be grateful for everything, big, small, and every desire you have. Practice daily gratitude for others, self, God, and experiences and opportunities. I find in my coaching groups, people don't really do that enough until we kind of encourage them to. And then to really know that life is so much more than things. So appreciate experiences, feelings, moments of being. So that's a new action that I want you to take as often as possible. And then your new action number 2 is, when it comes to all of these universal laws, I want you to be playful. Be playful about your desires. Be playful about how you learn the universal laws. Be playful about how you work on it, right? Because we really need to stay away from resistance and control. But also at the same time, remember to be specific and clear. And also, I would encourage you to be of one energy. Now, what do I mean when I say be of one energy? Well, there's something called split energy. So if today's Monday and I believe this has come to me and I feel great, I have my brand new car that I wanted to attract, and now it's Tuesday and I doubt, that's split energy. And now it's Wednesday and I believe again, and then Thursday I doubt again. So you want to be of one energy consistently and constantly. And now I would just coach you a second and ask yourself this question. You can actually write it down. What would it take for you to apply these new understandings, new beliefs, and new actions? And I actually want you to write down an answer. What would it take for you to apply these new understandings, beliefs, and actions that resonate with you? And then what's your plan? How are you going to make sure that you do it each and every day or each and every week? And then, of course, if you close your eyes for 1 second, I just want you to pick one thing that you really want and pick one of the laws that you want, the universal laws, to help you. And I want you to visualize yourself having it, whether it's being it, doing it, or having it. And picture a big smile on your face. And it's the feeling of, it's here already. I'm having it. That's what I want you to take, that feeling, to these beliefs. And then you can always let me know what happened and whether or not this information has been helpful for you. And of course, if you need help with it, we're always here to help you. So we're going to take our first commercial break, but be sure to come back as Coach Samm will be joining us. And she's going to be diving deep with us to tell us about her Empowered Kids Law of Attraction program, which is here to help kids and families learn Ho'oponopono and the law of attraction so that they can receive healing and transformation.
Find out what makes the most successful people tick. Keep listening to the Voice America Empowerment Channel. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
Dr. MaryOz's Radical Change Coaching Program will help you set a healing foundation in your life and teach you how to manifest more of what you want. Are you ready to get the results and radical change you have been longing for too long? Very often our clients tell us that this is the most powerful coaching they have ever received. Come join us and start living life with more results, more love, more wealth, health, and peace, as well as inspiration. For more information, call Coach Samm at 1-833-447-CHANGE. Need help deciding if our Radical Change coaching program is right for you? Apply for a free strategy session with one of our coaches. Be prepared to dive deep and identify the areas in life in which you need healing and transformation. Together, we will clarify how to close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and discover what's possible now. How would it feel to get big changes in less than 30 days for you, your loved ones, and your business? Apply now by calling Coach Samm at 1-833-447-CHANGE or visit us at RadicalChangeNow.com.
We all have unique experiences and outlooks when it comes to leadership and team building, yet sometimes we clash, even when trying to achieve the exact same goals. Check out Unleash Your Inner Goldilocks, How to Get It Just Right. Your host is Dr. Cass Henry. A shared journey equals success, and every human interaction has the power to achieve this success by working together. Tune in every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and 1 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel.
Our nation's educational system is undergoing constant change as technology and society are redefining the system as we have known it. On Chalk Talk with Eric Hamilton, we provide parents with the resources they need to understand and become a part of the educational experience for their children. Through engaging guests, news, interactive discussions, and innovative ideas, it's everything that parents should know about school. Tune in every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel.
If you think you've seen online TV before, let us surprise you.
VoiceAmerica.tv is online now.
The leader in live internet talk radio has done it again. Multiple channels, a state-of-the-art viewing experience, live and on-demand programs streaming 24 hours a day. It's exactly what you want, when you want it.
VoiceAmerica.tv.
From health and wellness to business, sports, and everything in between. Discover our new world. Visit VoiceAmerica.tv now and experience the future of online television.
VoiceAmerica.tv.
Take us on the go. It's even easier now. The Voice America Talk Radio Network has launched our mobile app for iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry. Visit the Apple iTunes App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market to download the app powered by Aircast. It's free and no registration is necessary. In minutes, you could be enjoying your favorite Voice America Talk Radio host, no matter where you are, in the car, out and about, while traveling, or anytime you can't be close to your computer. Catch up on the archives you've missed or discover new shows on the spot. Search Voice America at your favorite app store.
You are listening to Radical Change Now with Dr. MaryOz. If you'd like to participate in our discussion today, the phone lines are open. Reach us at 1-888-346-9141. That's 1-888-346-9141. Let's get back to Radical Change Now. Here again is Dr. MaryOz.
So, welcome back, everyone. And I'd also like to welcome back Coach Samm for taking some time out and being our guest again today. It's great to have you, Coach Samm.
Well, thanks for having me again. I'm back.
Yay! So I know you've come back to share some juicy details about your Law of Attraction program for kids. I think it's called Empowered Kids.
Yes, so it's Empowered Kids working with the Law of Attraction.
Ooh. So tell us some juicy details.
Sure. So I'd actually like just to take 1 second and kind of maybe recap on what we talked about last week.
Sure.
In case we do have any listeners today that maybe missed last week's episode.
That's a great idea. I love it.
Okay, great. So, like I said, the program is called Empowered Kids, Working with the Law of Attraction. And this program is meant to teach children about the Law of Attraction in ways that they can understand and really apply it to their life. And, you know, what prompted this was I was seeing the results we were getting with our Radical Change program. And I really wanted to find a way and create a way to reach more people. And it worked out in my favor because I have this deep passion in my life to work with children. And I felt like this would be the great opportunity to share it with them. And also last week, we really talked about the concept of the program. And the concept of the program is really for children to have a place where they can learn Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono in a condensed way, which is really easy for them to process and apply to their lives as children. And I know you liked this when I said this last week, but it's so important to realize that children and adults face different day-to-day problems, but the solution is the same, right? The mindset, the positive mindset. So when we could teach children to work with the universe and live a healthy, fun, positive lifestyle, that's when we're going to see the solution.
Yeah, I love the image of that, Sam, and it kind of reminds me of, so we have a Ho'oponopono book for children coming out, and it's called Ho'oponopono, A Mama's Prayer. And what I love about the book is that every night as this mama bear, it's a polar bear, mama polar bear is tucking in the baby polar bear, and she's about to give him a kiss goodnight, and he kind of comes up with a problem of the day. Like he's like a little elementary kid, and one day he says, Mama, what if I lose you or Daddy? You know, like the kind of things kids would be worried about. And then another day he talks about, today at school I didn't feel so smart. And another day one of my friends hurt my feelings. So, this whole concept of kids have aches and pains and problems that feel really big to them, just like we have adult problems. But often as adults, I think we kind of think adults' problems really matter and kids' problems don't.
Right.
So I love that you're tackling that, bring the solution not only to the adults, but let's bring the solution to the kids.
Absolutely. And like I said, it's different problems, same solution. So I'm really glad that we're able to take one program that's working and now apply it to another generation of time to help them as well.
Very powerful.
So even going back, the ultimate goal of Empowered Kids working with the Law of Attraction is going to be a program that allows the children and their parents to work together with introducing the Law of Attraction into the family. And this is a program where the kids can really learn to use the computer for something positive. And I can probably read the minds of some parents right now. Their kids are attached to their phones. They're attached to the computer. They're always on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. They're all over the internet. And this is going to be a positive way that children can use the internet to learn something that could really improve their lives.
Awesome.
And it is going to be, like I said, an online program, and the child and the parent are going to work together to learn the material for the week, and then the parents take what we're learning, and they really get to take it and apply it to the life with maybe other siblings, with the father, the mother, so it becomes a part of the lifestyle. So if we're talking about trust maybe for 1 week, the parents will be able to really take that concept and continue the lessons with the children, so the whole family is really involved in the healing.
Yeah, I think of myself as a parent. I've been a single mom for a while, and life can get so busy between work or projects or the house or kids' lives, dance, horseback riding. And it's really easy to not find those moments to kind of take life lessons and teach them to kids. Or sometimes I even think as a busy parent, we can miss when our kids aren't really feeling well or doing that well. And it's like taking this opportunity in the coaching online program that you're having to make sure that a mom is really drilling down with an issue such as trust. I mean, that sounds so important to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if that the trust and all different types of feelings that we have are so different in so many different ways. So sometimes, like you said, we don't really take the time to really teach what trust is. Or how do you feel trust? How do you do trust? How do you trust yourself? It's just a word that kids know. So my intention of the program is really to understand those types of feelings.
So not just teach them a word, but, I think of you have taken a lot of our Radical Change courses, and to you, it's not just material. Like, you've embodied the material, the lesson, and the experience. So it's like you want to help the kids do that too?
Exactly.
Wow. That's awesome. I love that. So do you have particular lessons or words? Because today we said we're going to dive deep about your program. So do you have any particular lessons or words that the kids and the parents will be using or learning?
Yeah, I do. So I created this program, and there are going to be 5 different word of the days that will really be taught and broken down for the child to understand and apply to their life. And I really just want to take a moment and really point out the applying part is the most important part of this program. Because we know children are learning something every day. They go to school, they have math, they have social studies, they have science, they're learning things from peers, they're learning things from outside world. So they're learning every day. But with this program, I really wanted to figure out how do we apply what they've learned, use it, so that they can really count on this material on a daily basis. And this is why I feel like it's so important for the parents to be involved, because when it comes a part of the family lifestyle, the children are receiving the repetition, and they're really seeing the lifestyle change.
I love that, because also I know as a coach, right? I'm sorry, not as a coach, as a counselor. Sometimes I wear many hats. I got to remember which hat I have on. But I know as a counselor, a lot of therapists, like if you have a young child or even a teenager, they don't involve the parents in the counseling. And I've had a really busy practice for 30 years. And are there times when I work with kids and they're older and they say, I don't want my parents in the room? Absolutely. But ultimately, I'm always trying to help bridge the relationship between the parents and the kids. And, in a counseling perspective, I need to know what the parents have to say and I need to know what the kids have to say. But it's so much more powerful when I finish counseling with a family and I've reunited the parent and the child or helped them create a positive bond. It's just so much more refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I could, I would kind of want to encourage your listeners. I know you always say, take out your pen and paper, but I encourage your listeners to follow along because these are the 5 words that we're going to be covering. So it's going to start off with Law of Attraction as one of the word of the days, positivity, beliefs, visualization, and Ho'oponopono. And we can even take a step back and really dive deeper into why these 5 words are so important. So the law of attraction is important because as children, they will learn about working with the universe instead of working against it, which is huge. And also, to be honest, the law of attraction is a hard term or even a hard concept to really understand and grasp. However, that's what I love about this program, as it's going to allow children to understand this complex concept by learning other words of the day or other words in the program. So in theory, the classes build on each lesson, and then it will be really to understand the law of attraction and really understand how to apply it. So positivity. Why is positivity important? It's pretty obvious, right? But positive thinking is part of the law of attraction. It's important for children to really understand how positive thoughts become things and how we as the individual have the power to turn our negative thoughts into positive ones.
I have such a cool vision of young children, like 5 and older, or 10, 11, 12, 16-year-olds being able to do that on their own because they learned it. That is so cool.
Yeah. And even this part, I love this part too, that visualization is important, right? Visualization is also a part of the law of attraction. It's an important technique that we use. And we need to be able to visualize and know how to. And we've seen this firsthand with our program for adults. Sometimes people really struggle with visualizing themselves in the future or even visualizing future desires. But the concept of visualization can benefit children because we know that their minds are so creative and they really have no limits. And this is what I call prime time. Their minds are filled with imagination right now, and we want to capitalize that imagination to visualization work.
Yeah, it also makes me think of like a lot of kids in sports, right? If they knew the power of visualizing. So if they wanted to visualize them, I actually did this with a high school student of mine. She was on the bowling team, and I taught her the law of attraction just so she specifically could increase her bowling score. So, think of kids playing all kinds of sports and laying in bed at night and actually visualizing themselves improving, whether they're doing track, baseball, whatever.
Right.
Very cool.
Yeah. And 2 more. So why are our beliefs so important? Beliefs are what stop us. So we have to teach children how to believe in believing and even teach them how to believe in themselves. And this is something we work a lot in our program for adults. But I felt like this piece was such a necessity to carry down is because it's helped so many adults and people get unstuck. So we want to definitely carry that into this program as well. And then lastly, why is Ho'oponopono important? We're teaching kids an easy way to heal themselves. This is a tool that they can always really carry with them and fall back on whenever they need it. And so if we take, I always like saying this, take a step back and look at this. You're taking positive thinking, visualization, beliefs, and Ho'oponopono, which is really focusing just on healing. But all those components are the law of attraction. And when we have children understand these 5 things, these 5 components, they're working with the universe. They're doing it. They're using the law of attraction, which is very exciting.
Right. So it's almost like, because some of the kids are going to be young, right? Because I think your program goes as young as 5. Right. So it's not even like we're going to sit and be explaining, this is the law of attraction. You have designed a powerful coaching program for mom and kids that just by doing the kid exercises, and they'll be age appropriate, they'll be immersing themselves in the law of attraction, even if we've never said to them, you are learning how to do the law of attraction. Your program kind of immerses them in it.
Correct.
Wow. Very cool. It also sounds like, I'm sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead.
It also sounds like the program builds on itself. Like each week becomes clearer and stronger, and kind of wondering, like, to use like a visualization board or a happy book, or I guess you're going to have different tools that you use to help the kids of different ages.
Exactly, yeah. Each group is age-centered, so it would be depending on the age of the group. So I can't have a 5-year-old doing a visualization book.
Right.
It might work in some sense picture-wise, but we want to make sure everything is age-centered, so they're really understanding it, and then, like I said, applying to their life. So
awesome.
Even I wanted to take the program even deeper. So once you understand and you know the 5 levels, the 5 messages, and the 5 components, I really wanted to now somehow take the word of the day and associate it with a feeling. And we touched on it before. I think it's so important for children to really know and understand the difference of different feelings we have throughout the day. So, and we talked about trust before. What is trust? How do I do trust? And we know when we work with the universe, when we vibrate a good feeling, we're able to work with the universe, not against it. So I took those 5 components and I figured out what feelings do I want to associate them with. So when we learn the law of attraction the first week, we're going to associate it to the feeling of trust. And we're going to have exercises about trust. Then when we have the word positivity, we're going to associate it to the feeling of gratitude.
Very nice.
And then when we have the word belief, we're going to associate it to the feeling of hope. Visualization, we're going to associate it to joy. And Ho'oponopono, we're going to associate it to the feeling of love.
Wow.
And
so, go ahead. I was going to say, it really sounds like you've incorporated what you've learned in the adult class. Like I was talking a little earlier about alignment, right? You can't just have the right thoughts. You can't just have the right feelings. Getting there with beliefs without positive thoughts won't get you there either. So it sounds like you've built into their program that you're going to be teaching them how to manage their thoughts, how to have positive, helpful feelings, and you're going to be tackling the beliefs as well. So again, you're really teaching them alignment in a powerful way.
Exactly. Yeah. And like we said, joy, hope, trust, and gratitude, they're very different feelings, and they all have different lessons in them, so we really want to make sure that children know the differences with those 5 feelings.
Awesome.
Yeah, and when we trust in the law of attraction, we're learning to trust in ourselves, right? When we learn gratitude, we're going to have gratitude through the positive thinking that we're going to be doing. We're going to have gratitude for our positive thoughts, and also learning gratitude for this new way of thinking. And when we use hope, we're going to be challenging some of the limiting beliefs that children may have, and we're going to have hope in our new beliefs. And when we use joy, we're going to have joy in learning how our mind works, and joy in visualization, and joy in seeing the new opportunities out there. And then lastly is Ho'oponopono, right? That helps us love. It helps us love ourselves. It helps us love healing. And it helps us with this new life change that we're going to be encountering.
Very cool. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, Sam, but when we come back, we're going to finish up. We're going to pick up exactly where you left off. But I kind of have this image of like a bunch of kids feeling happier, healthier, being more confident, being more loving, and growing instead of being stagnant. But we actually need to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in a few more minutes as Sam and I will continue to talk about her program and how you can get your very own children and family empowered with Ho'oponopono and the law of attraction.
Live up to your fullest potential. This is the Voice America Empowerment Channel.
Dr. MaryOz's Radical Change Coaching Program will help you set a healing foundation in your life and teach you how to manifest more of what you want. Are you ready to get the results and radical change you have been longing for too long? Very often, our clients tell us that this is the most powerful coaching they have ever received. Come join us and start living life with more results, more love, more wealth, health, and peace, as well as inspiration. For more information, call Coach Samm at 1-833-447-CHANGE. Need help deciding if our Radical Change coaching program is right for you? Apply for a free strategy session with one of our coaches. Be prepared to dive deep and identify the areas in life in which you need healing and transformation. Together, we will clarify how to close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and discover what's possible now. How would it feel to get big changes in less than 30 days for you, your loved ones, and your business? Apply now by calling Coach Samm at 1-833-447-CHANGE or visit us at radicalchangenow.com.
We hear just be you a lot these days. But who are you? What is an authentic life? The answer to these questions and more will be answered on the Authentic Living Show, hosted by Andrea Matthews. Andrea will interview some of today's spiritual, psychological experts and will provide her own wisdom to help you raise your consciousness to the level of your I Am. Listen for Authentic Living with Andrea Matthews. Heard live every Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel.
How do you define work? Is it that mundane Monday through Friday place that seems to be sucking a third of your life out of you? Or have you made it a place of personal fulfillment, achievement, and purpose? If you are looking to make your work life the latter, tune in to Working on Purpose with Elise Cortez. There are all kinds of inspiring work-life stories told by people who have made work something to look forward to every day. Working on Purpose can be heard every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific on Voice America Empowerment.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Live up to your full potential. You've heard that for years, but now there's a channel to help you get there. Introducing the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Get motivated, hear about success stories, and positive encouragement. The Voice America Empowerment Channel is the home of the world's top life coaches, entrepreneurs, and success experts. Listen to the Voice America Empowerment Channel. It's your world. Motivate, change, succeed.
You are listening to Radical Change Now with Dr. MaryOz. If you'd like to participate in our discussion today, the phone lines are open. Reach us at 1-888-346-9141. That's 1-888-346-9141. Let's get back to Radical Change Now. Here again is Dr. MaryOz.
So we're back with Coach Samm, and before the last commercial break, we were kind of just reveling in this image of happy, healthy, strong, confident, resourceful kids, because they kind of have this toolbox. They kind of have everything that the adults have in the Radical Change coaching program, which is just a way to be happy, to feel good about themselves, to fall in love with their life, and just to really be having life working more than not working.
Yeah, can I actually share something that came up to me when we were talking before?
Sure.
So this is so unintentional, but as I was talking out loud with you, these 5 feelings that I'm teaching, which they're really the foundation of Ho'oponopono, right? Love, gratitude, yes. Trust, and hope. That's the foundation part of it. So not only are the kids really learning law of attraction in the group, they're really understanding both law of attraction and Ho'oponopono.
I love that realization. That's so cool. And, those are like those inspiration moments that we get.
Exactly.
The more open we are, the more happy we are, the more healed we are. Like, it's kind of like a light bulb goes off and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. That's so cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very nice. very nice. So I know that every good coaching program has powerful benefits, Sam. Can you share with us what are the benefits? What will the kids, the parents, and possibly the families gain?
Sure. So really, it's going to be a time for the parent and the child to connect, and they're going to they're going to be able to teach their kids valuable life lessons. We're going to have a healthy lifestyle. They're going to learn to help them get rid of those negative thoughts, negative beliefs. It's going to really teach children how to manifest, and that's something that really hasn't been done before. It's going to be teaching a lot of coping skills. They're going to have a toolbox that's going to help them through life.
So it's like, let's give the kids the same toolbox that the parents have.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Cool. Very cool. Anything else about the benefits that you want to share?
Last week we talked a lot more about the benefits, but a lot of things that people would tell me is, that I wish I knew the stuff 3 years ago, and that's when it hit me, like, why are we limiting ourselves? That we can only experience happiness, joy, and gratitude until we're adults. And that's really why I believe we got to start them young, let them know that thoughts become things, and that we're in charge of our happiness, not the outside world.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that vision of yours, and I'm so proud of you that, like, somehow taking the course morphed into this for you, that you want to make such a difference in other people's lives, especially kids.
Yes.
So that's really what it's all about. So who would you say your Empowered Kids Law of Attraction program is for?
Okay, so I would say, like, this group is beneficial for all ages. As I said before, I'm going to have it age-centered, so exercises would fit the majority of the age in the group. So, for example, if I had younger ones, we could have some coloring sheets, and where if I had older groups, it would be to really go deeper into meaningful conversations. So they're age-centered based on the group that's in front of me. But really, by joining this group, you're not committing to a group of learning new material. You're really committing to a new lifestyle. And this new lifestyle, it will teach kids how to escape the pressures of peers, the pressures of the young lifestyle, and teach them how to really rely on their healthy selves and their healthy mind. And I sometimes, if I take a second and I look at this world we live in and often are hurt by the negativity out there, and I think about how much this affects our younger generation. And this is what they're looking up to. This world we live in is what they look up to. And these things make me wonder, like, what is out there to help us and even to help children? So that's where these small steps and joining programs is such a great thing, and that's where the change in your life happens. And I've learned by doing this myself with your program is I was surrounded myself with like-minded people. And in those programs, we offered a way for me to feel supported. I was uplifted, and I was encouraged by the community that you have created. And I just want to do the same thing with the children's program. So having a community where children can be supported, uplifted, and encouraged is it's 100% my goal.
I love that. So, I heard you say a couple of things. So the program really is it could be for kids that are struggling, right? Like, let's say a mom says, oh, my kid's struggling with self-esteem. This program might help that. It could be for a kid who's very social, right? But also goal-oriented, and it could help them be either more social or more goal-oriented. So it's not just for, like, kids who are struggling. It's kind of like what we see in our adult groups, right? You could be in a great place in life, and this material will bring you to the next level, or you could be in a low place in life, and usually you get amazing radical change. Absolutely. And life-changing results if you're in a bad place, right?
Yep.
And you brought up a lot of really good points that I just want to respond to. So one of them was just this whole idea of whenever we can put coping skills or a toolbox into kids' hands, their hearts, their minds to be more resourceful, and that they would have that forever from such a young age. Like, we love the whole thought of that. But also that you shared, just like adults, some adults are more social than others, but I often find people are always looking for healthy programs with like-minded people, right? So the idea of kids could be in a coaching program with other kids and other parents, moms or dads, where it's just pure positive energy. It's just pure positive learning. Like there's just something healthy about that, like a fresher breath air.
Absolutely.
So I love that your program's offering all that.
Me too. I'm very excited to get this going and have people sign up and really get everything going.
Let's go make a difference out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's fast forward to you've had your program, people have gone, the families, the kids, the parents, maybe they've even extended it out to their own family, because the whole purpose is we don't really want this to be about one child and a parent, but maybe they would take it to the extended family. What do you see possible for kids once they now have Ho'oponopono in their life and an understanding of alignment and the law of attraction? What do you see possible for them?
I see so much. I see families getting closer. I see families healing together. I see, healing before, if we get them young enough, healing before the teenage years, right?
That's important.
Any parent will tell you that they dread those years. But having this toolbox where kids can have access to it any time is really going to help them in all areas of their life.
I love that. Do you have any Ho'oponopono or law of attraction experiences where you've worked with kids and you've seen them have a good reaction?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to make it quick because I know we're running out of time, but I was a dancer since the age of 3, so I've been dancing for a very long time, and I was also a dance teacher. And what I did is I figured out a way, how do I teach this healing process to the kids I'm teaching? Because I'm not in the right setting to really do any clinical work or anything like that. So I decided that I created a dance move for all the 4 phrases. So I love you, I thank you, please forgive me, I'm sorry. I created a dance move that reflected those words, and I taught it as a centerpiece, center work. And we just did it, the kids did it, and we used it as a dance to feel better before we moved on with the rest of class. And I loved that piece that I made so much that I actually put it into one of my competitive routines last season. And it was about a dance about being the change in the world. And it just fit so nicely. It was a healing song and a healing dance, and I was so happy I got to really combine those 2 worlds together.
Yeah, it's my understanding, I believe that dance also took first place at some point, right?
Yes. We definitely took first place, and it was a really great season, and we won first place in many categories, but that dance did get first place, yes.
Awesome. Very proud of you. So we're only about a minute and a half left here. So anyone who's interested in signing up themselves and their children in your program, what's the best way for them to sign up?
Sure. So they're going to give me a call at our Radical Change number, which is 1-833-447-CHANGE. And from there, I'll be able to secure their seat and take from there. And the investment for this package is $249. Seats are limited, as each class really only has 10 seats available. But I am happy to share with your audience, for the first 5 listeners that sign up, they will receive this program at a discounted rate of $199.
Awesome. Okay, so just give that 1-833-447-CHANG a call, and they'll speak to you, and you'll get them signed up.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being our guest today, Sam. Thank you for sharing your passion and your love for children. I'm so excited for the difference that you're going to be making in people's lives. And I can't tell you how proud I am for how you took my adult program, really embodied it, is living it, and now you're ready to share it with people's families and kids. Super, super proud of you.
Well, thank you. I thank you for everything that you've done for me. You are wonderful.
Oh, my pleasure. We also just want to let you know, if you're interested in joining our Radical Change coaching program, next week we are starting an online group as well as an offline group. So if you're interested, you can call that same phone number that Sam gave us, and get yourself, we have a couple seats left in each of the programs. It will be the last Radical Change coaching program that is offered this year. And don't forget to come back and hear us next week as we continue on our show, the Radical Change Show. We will be moving into our results-oriented living section. We have a guest, Craig Calisante. He's going to be joining us as we discuss how to understand ourselves better than ever before. Do you ever find yourself doing the things you say you won't do and you don't do what you say you will do? Well, we've got some answers and we've got some solutions. So have a great week and be sure to come back next Wednesday at 1 o'clock here on the Empowerment Channel at voiceamerica.com.
Thank you for tuning in this week for Radical Change Now. Be sure to join Dr. MaryOz again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Until then, have the best week of your life.